Hi everybody, this is SAAD for the SAAD Truth. Happy Darwin Day. On February 12th, 1809, the great man was born. Then in 1859, of course, he published Origin of Species, and then of course his book on sexual selection, and many other books, all of which serve to explain the mechanisms by which species evolve. Arguably the fundamentally most important set of ideas that any human has ever come up with. In the 150 plus years since Darwin proposed theory of evolution, one could argue that there hasn't been any scientific theory that has amassed as much support as that has been amassed in support of evolution. It is at the root not only of biology, but it has been used in endless other domains of human knowledge. And of course, if you are a follower of my work, then you probably have seen me discuss the applications of evolutionary theory across a myriad of fields. But I guess today I'm going to take a minute or two to just point to the fact that despite the fact that evolution is as clear as the existence of gravity, there are many folks who doggedly reject this possibility. So just today, I had a couple of Twitter followers who, in just an extraordinary bout of Dunning-Kruger effect, argued that, evolution is nonsense, or usually they'll say things like, well, microevolution is okay, but macroevolution, there is no such thing, and so on. And of course, usually the folks who do that are guys who are not wearing pants in their mom's basement while playing video games. But of course, they know more. Somehow they just know more than 150 plus years of some of the most brilliant scientists, all of whom have dedicated their lives to uncovering all sorts of mysteries tied to evolutionary theory. But no, I just know better. Evolution is BS. Oftentimes when you see me usually responding in a rather stingy way to some of these idiots, it's because I'm genuinely offended by such stupidity. I'm genuinely offended by the following survey results. Now, just bear with me as I look at these. This was published in Science, arguably the preeminent, the most famous science journal in the world, by John Miller, Eugenie Scott, and Shinji Okamoto in 2006, and they reported the results of the public acceptance of evolution in 34 countries. So I think if I added these up correctly, if I tabulated them correctly, I think there were 32 European countries, the United States, and Turkey, which lies right at the cusp of the East and West. Well, guess where the United States fell on that list in terms of acceptance, public acceptance of evolution. We're number 33. We're number 33. So out of 34 countries, only Turkey scored lower in their non-acceptance of evolution. My Lord, so much to be proud of. And of course, this is due to all sorts of reasons, in part due to the U.S. not only being the place where the greatest universities reside, but also there's greater religiosity in the U.S. than than exists in Japan or the rest of the European countries that were in that figure. In any case, there is nothing to debate when it comes to whether evolution is the means by which we explain the process of speciation, by which we explain how adaptations, whether they be for survival or for reproduction, how they evolve. Of course, there are endless things that evolutionists still debate and discuss and disagree on. Now, the fact that there are endless disagreements within specific areas of evolutionary theory doesn't mean that evolution as a general theory has not already been validated in 33 trillion ways. And again, to point to something that Richard Dawkins has already talked to, I think, ad infinitum, the way that theory is used colloquially is not the way theory is used in the scientific context. So when you say evolutionary theory, and then some totally naturally lobotomized, smug moron says, it's just a theory, it's not been proven, it's a theory. All you're doing when you tweet me such nonsense or you send me an email or a message is you're basically saying, I am an utter buffoon. I am lobotomized. I am an affront to human reason. So let us take this important day, Darwin Day, to recognize the importance of science, reason, and logic to help us navigate through the world. There is no other framework by which we can hope to arrive to truth. There you have it, folks. Wishing you all happy Darwin Day, but more generally, happy Science, Reason, and Logic Day. Cheers.